I do think, though, we're into the game,
Never
which
smell
I'm
an empty
excited to see.
spacesuit is what we're trying to say. Anyways, Quadrant versus SSG is where we find ourselves, and an opportunity here to close out the series for SSG.
How do you go to the bathroom in that thing? Lqgend now holding at B right away. And going to put some early points on the board, and also the kills are coming in as well. That will now be a 3v3 to fight through the rest of this hill.
Yeah, interesting here, isn't it? When you get the spawn inside of the garage, you usually have better access to this hill early on, and it's kind of a fight in and around the camo for the team that's spawning over on the tower. So it's kind of, we'll have early time, you might get camo if we win that fight. Usually the first hill goes your way, and it's looking like a very, very strong start here from SSG. And hey, Ego's got a sniper rifle, and if you're going to challenge, which you need to, he's going to shut this down.
Sika grab, I believe, on the camo, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see. He is going to be on sandbags. It is Sika. Really good pressure, though, coming in from Eco to slow this one down. Ooh. They burn the camo as well. Big, big plays here coming from Eco. Eco hits the body shot, which slows down the entire sandbags rush, even though they had camo. Simply hitting that body prevented the entire push. It shuts the whole thing down. It shuts camo down. 1-0 in favor of SSG. It's a fantastic opening.
I don't want to, I mean, I hated that push, I have to say, from Quadrant. Sending 3 players on the sandbag with your camo player.
Right.
1 grenade, and damage is done, and the whole push is slowed down. You've got to just take a few more seconds there to work some angles and get some damage down. It felt like a kind of all-in, all-or-nothing push, and it was a very, very simple job for SSG to take those players down. Quadrant now find themselves 3 dead again. It's been a very strong start here for SSG. Already halfway through capturing this second hill as well. And Eco's, he's still got the original snipe. He's still got 2 bullets to play with.
Jeez, it's crazy. Oh boy, right away. The body shot's going to slow down the push yet again. Eco somehow is going to probably stay alive here in the end. Finally taken down. But look at how many points are on the board. It's still a man advantage coming in here. The push has to come, and it has to come now. Stellar going to wait and bait. And this hill should get wrapped up as well.
It's going to be 2-0. Quadrant, time to wake up. Spacestation, more than happy for them to stay a little bit dozy as they're 2-0 up, and that's almost 2 perfect hills, if I'm not mistaken. Quadrant haven't even stepped a toe in the hill, and they've been broken again on the rotate.
Oh boy, this could be a very, very different series in terms of the way that we remember it, both us watching as well as the players on the main stage, because up till now, it has been a fantastic series and closely fought from both sides. This one looks a bit different.
Enemy team took the hill.
Well, finally, it looks like some kills have gone in the way of Quadrant. 2 to their name. The push is coming in and around the scoreboard and the camo. Snipe Drone's got a QT to play with, so he can get in and out, but he's going to have to get in and a little bit active when it comes to this fight, because Eco has managed to get himself in a position to get that camouflage. And when you're 2-0 down and you finally got some sort of kills on the board, some sort of feel of control, knowing there's a camo player running around just makes you feel all sorts of anxiety.
Look at the kills on the side of Quadrant, and look at Bound and Stellar combining right now for 15. Bound and Stellar alone have more kills than the entirety of Quadrant. 4 dead yet again. This has been one-sided, to say it kindly. SSG will continue scoring.
Yeah, you're saying look at the kills inside of Quadrant. I'm looking at it going, what kills? There's barely any to talk about at the moment. SSG have just been steamrolling in this game number 4, and look how relaxed. I was going to say, for a second, Lqgend looked, but then his eyebrows raised as he had his head removed.
Yeah, eyebrows raised and then promptly removed. SLG able to connect on a few kills there. Is this the moment that they can slow things down? The game is still certainly within reason. However, they need to do it now and make sure this third hill does not slip away. Almost.
Good, strong push coming in from Stellar there. Took the individual battle. Both players no shield, but it's the headshot that connects this time from Stellar, and now he's got a sniper rifle. It feels like the first time we've seen him with this weapon in his hands in the series, and he's already hitting bodies.
Connects there on the key door. Gonna just hold here from window. Quadrant needs to make a push happen. They need to make it happen now.
Lqgend gets 2. No push going to happen. Unfortunately, it's going to be more time here for SSG, and it's looking like this might be 3-0, and it feels like in the time that we usually have 1 hill capped.
Wild here from SSG, and I think if you're an SSG fan, this is exactly what you wanted to see. Easy double team here to close out the hill. It will be 3-0 coming in from SSG. They look like a whole different team. They might not have had the best record coming into this game time. Let's not forget 1-3, going up against a slightly similar record for the side of Quadrant, but SSG showing that they're going to throw that game type record out the window. They're going to also start to change the direction of that record. And also, speaking of direction, Bound flying straight at the hill.
I mean, that's a great sign, right, for SSG. We were talking about is the teamwork working when Bound is flying forward. He flies forward there with half shields, does some damage, teammate cleans up that damage over his shoulder, keeps Bound in a position to now be a nuisance in and around the tower, gets yet another kill. So SSG, that we've seen numerous examples of the teamwork looking like it's on point in this series, but I've got to say, it's 4 dead. It's an opportunity here for Quadrant. The only good thing here for Quadrant, the one small kind of minute, minuscule thing they can take away is There's 3 minutes 20 left in this game. They've been beaten that bad so far, kind of smacked around, that at least they have time to get back into it.
Exactly. SSG's been that efficient that there's a lot of game time left, but Eco's able to grab that. They find themselves 4 dead, but off the back of that, they're fine with it because they do get the spawn to grab Camo. Let's see if Quadrant closes one out. Eco trying to get the kills first. Let's see if he drops.
He's just doing damage, and look at the time that he's got. You know, he gets damage down, he stays alive. Quadrant don't know where he is.
Let's see
2
if they
dead.
force this.
Now he has the info here.
Let's see if they force this. I think Snipedrone might want to try to get a few kills here and drop right in the hill right away if he can. Look how much time they have. Eco needs to make sure they don't drop in the hill at all. They get it. Interesting set of plays there, yeah.
Eco's still alive, still causing all sorts of problems here for Quadrant. Quadrant just had no idea, and the communication just didn't seem to be there. Even the idea of where he was. How many players just ran past, looking in the wrong direction?
Eco, yeah, as you said, they were never going to get that hill stopped, so Eco just stays alive as long as he can through that entire exchange. In the end, things kind of net out 50-50. The hill does go to Quadrant, but 3:03 left on the clock. SSG knew they weren't going to get the stop there, and it wasn't going to be worth burning all the time. In the end, it will be Quadrant with a hill on the board, and they've got time left to get these next 2. Let's see if they can turn this around. We are set up for quite a game number 4.
They also have tower control momentarily here as well, so they have the strong side of the map. They have the position to rain down fire onto respawners, but Legend with 1 kill is going to break the tower. The AR is good. It's pretty strong here for Glory, and that's going to be 2 dead on the side of Spacestation. So it's almost like the memories of what was a whirlwind start for SSG feel a little bit further away. As Quadrant get that first hill on the board, they get the second hill on the board, and somehow at 3-2, we've still got just under 3 minutes left on the game clock.
This series has delivered here. It looked like it was over 3-0. Spacestation just dominating and playing with their food. Instead now, it's a 1-hill game, and as you said, with a lot of game time left. Another kill comes in from Glory. Feels like he's been alive forever. Don't do it to him. Almost connects on Legend as well on the dummy spawn. And now Quadrant is the first to score on this hill as well.
Your reaction time is far better than mine, Glory, as he hits the shot bottom middle. Eco peeks, no lessons to be taught, but Legend gets his shields taken away, but his life will fall on the side of Glory. Legend now, by winning that kill, stays alive, gets those shields back, and it looks like SSG in a position to break. Quadrant 3 dead.
Very important G-slide coming off of Legend there, all for the sandbags there to get to top mid so quickly to catch Glory off guard. Really, really nice mechanics and movement coming in from him. Bound certainly there's one up in the back. Should be able to do so. Eventually, needs some help, and then will be closed out by Stellar. And just inching into the lead here on this hill. Let's not forget, this will be the last hill if SSG can close it out here. They've been on the receiving end of some brutal back-to-back hills coming in. But now SLG with the camo and a lot of opportunity and pressure here on this camo play.
Yeah, SLG in a position and taking different angles with the camo. This is a much, much better coordinated push coming in. From the side of Quadrant. The only problem is he's still got 2 players to deal with, and coordination means nothing.
No.
When you get taken down and cannot convert on that damage, Snipedrone follows up though, almost immediately, cleans that hill out and gets 2. It's an opportunity here for Quadrant to at least pressure this hill.
Snipedrone had to do that there. The timing was not on there. A spray and a pray comes in. The prayers are not answered for SLG. Legend the only player down. See if Quadrant can hold.
Big shots coming in from Eco. Feel like he did a little bit more damage onto SLG than SLG did in return. And gets that first pick for his team. Now, where's the rest of SSG? Are they playing off that damage? They're already contesting inside of that hill. Snipedrone will find 1. Legend will manage to trade it out. The stick comes in from Eco. It's a 1v1 on the map right now, and Stellar can step in that hill.
Look at them. We'll see if he fights, avoids the sandbag battle. Knows he needs to stay alive. There's pressure coming in from Nest side as well. He's going to QT. See what he can do.
Look how close this is at the bottom, though. Quadrant just a few moments away from winning this game, but
can you imagine?
Being annoying is all that Stellar's doing. Buys enough time for his teammates to get in position, but Glory somehow got a kill, but Legend will clean it up, and SSG, as I catch my breath, will close out that final hill. SSG win the first series here in Atlanta, 3-1. And I've got to say, it was nervy ending there, but overall, the performance was very, very impressive.
Wow, Quadrant wishing desperately they were fighting for another hill right now instead of exchanging handshakes on their side of the stage. What an unbelievable final play there from Stellar. He QTs, and in QTing, not only gets the kill, stays alive long enough for the help to come, and then it comes 4 dead, back and forth.